Okay, and then just about COVID safety, is President Obama setting the wrong example about how serious COVID-19 is by hosting a big birthday party with hundreds of people this week?
Well, I would certainly refer you to the team who is working for my former boss to give you more specifics of what the protocols are in place. But I would note first that former President Obama has been a huge advocate of individuals getting vaccinated. When CDC has provided guidance on is for indoor settings in high or substantial high zones of COVID cases. This event, according to all the public reporting, is outdoors and in a moderate zone. But in addition, there is testing requirements and other steps they are taking, which I'm sure they can outline for you in more detail.
So is there concern that this President Obama birthday party might become a super spreader event?
Well, I think, Peter, the guidance is about what steps people can take when they're in public settings. Indoor settings specifically was the new guidance to keep themselves and others safe. In terms of what protocols they are taking, I would refer you to them, and I'm sure they can give you more details.
And just last one. So people who are watching this at home and they see, well, President Obama can have a party with several hundred people. Should they think that it is okay for them to have a party with several hundred people now?
Well, we certainly advise everyone to follow public health guidelines, which I know the former president, who is a huge advocate of getting vaccinated, of following the guidance of public health experts, would certainly advocate for himself as well. Go ahead, Kelly.
So I got to give a disclaimer before I get into this video, okay? Just like I do with every single video when I'm talking about the virus, the vaccine, the pandemic, whatever, right? I am not making any claims whatsoever about the virus, the pandemic, the vaccines. I'm not making any claims, okay? If you have any questions about the virus, the pandemic, the vaccine, consult your medical professional, consult your doctor, okay? This is purely about public policy. All right, guys, so news came out that Obama is getting lit, okay? Former President Barack Obama is getting litty in his multi-million-dollar extravagant Martha's Vineyard home, right, for his 60th birthday. Now, there's supposed to be about 700 people gathered at this event, right? 700 people, over 700 people. Okay, we're talking about celebrities like Oprah coming, George Clooney, Steven Spielberg might pull up, right? Anybody who is somebody is going to be at the Obama's 60th birthday bash. Okay, now, this obviously would not be a big deal, except the fact that, you know, the Biden administration and, you know, the Democrats have been warning us and telling us about the dangers of the new COVID variant, okay, that's spreading like wildfire, apparently, okay? And in the middle of this, you have Obama, who's a major figure in the Democrat Party, right? He's probably more popular than Joe Biden, hosting a party, right, that's gonna have a ton of people at it during this period in which, you know, there's some talk about the consideration of going back to lockdowns, right? Aren't you supposed to be setting a good example? Maybe right now would not be the time to be doing this, okay? I mean, if anything, just for political reasons, okay? But hey, you know, here's the thing. Obama's already done his job, right? He's already been president. He's already at the White House. He probably don't give a damn, to be quite honest with you. So let's read a little bit more about this, right? The Obama's 11.75 million Martha's Vineyard estate is expected to be the site of a controversial outdoor birthday bash this weekend. Former president and his FLOTUS purchased the sprawling 29-acre estate on the Edgartown Great Pond in December 2019 after previously renting it, the Post previously reported. Now, Barack and Michelle are invited 475 big-name guests to a 60th B-Day blowout for the 44th U.S. president, who was born August 4th, 1961. The packed party will also be staffed by 200, the Post reported Monday morning. So yeah, almost 700 people, right? Staff, you're gonna have 200 people waiting on 475 people, right? That's gonna be like what? A waiter per every 2 or 3 people, 2.5 people, right? Something like that. Wow, must be nice. Despite the fact that the outdoor Massachusetts party requires vaccinations, something the ex-president has advocated for, the get-together has been criticized for assembling a large number of people during the pandemic. One thing's for sure, the Obama's A-list pals have plenty of space they should need to seek shelter. The interior of the 6,900 square foot house has 7 bedrooms and 8.5 baths. It has a vaulted ceiling living room with a stone fireplace, a chef's kitchen, and formal dining room with walls of windows, according to Realtor.com. So apparently, Joe is not gonna make an appearance at the Obamas, right, for his birthday, but they do plan on celebrating in some way. So that is, what the Obamas are up to. Now, in the meantime, the Obamas are not just the only politicians out here partying and, low-key breaking their own rules and not setting good examples. You also have Lindsey Graham out here partying with Joe Manchin on a boat, right, at Joe Manchin's boathouse, and then after that event, ended up testing positive. Okay, so let's actually watch a video of the media questioning Joe Manchin about this event. Take a look.
Yeah, maybe, no point.
All senators? Bipartisan senators?
Bipartisan, yeah, they'll tell you if they want to. If they want you to know who they are, they'll tell you.
Did,
But I mean, the senators obviously, you guys weren't wearing masks, I'm sure.
We were outside, okay? And we were all, everybody's been vaccinated, so, we're safe. And then, I talked to Lindsey today, he's fine, he feels good.
how long did y'all go?
What do you mean?
How long was the event?
Oh, I don't know.
Couple hours?
Whatever it takes to eat a hamburger or two.
Is that what you had?
Do you think the mask,
All outdoors.
do you think
All
the
outdoors.
mask, do the mask mandates come back? Do you think on the Hill?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, so as you can see there, that's Joe Manchin basically in a very, very uncomfortable situation where he's just like, yeah, we had a little party, a little get-together. We were following all, the guidelines, don't worry about it. We was outside, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Obviously, they was getting lit. Okay? They was getting lit. Okay? Over the bipartisan infrastructure package, right? That's what they was getting lit over. And y'all want to know another Democrat politician that was getting lit? Miss Lori Lightfoot, okay? As she was attending Lollapalooza, okay? Attending Lollapalooza. As you can see here, maskless, right? All in the name of trying to get some tax revenue for her city, okay? Despite the fact that she's trying to implement new lockdowns, saying that, hey, if cases continue to rise, we're going to put in new restrictions. However, she allowed Lollapalooza to happen despite saying that. Not only did she allow it to happen, she attended and she went. Okay? I mean, guys, you can't make this up, man. You really can't. And you know what, guys? Like, honestly, here's my thing about all this, right? My biggest issue with this is not the fact that they're doing this. It's the hypocrisy of it. It's the fact that all last year, they got on Trump for not setting a good example, right? It was like, you're not setting a good example. You're not doing the things that you need to do in order to motivate your followers to follow the safety guidelines. That was the criticism of Trump. Now that the Democrats have power, they're doing the same exact thing where they don't even want to follow their own rules, right? And they're too stupid to even hide the fact that they're not following their own rules. That's what really gets me. It's one thing if you're going to break the rules, right? If you're going to break the rules, if you're going to be reckless, if you really don't give a damn, that's fine. Like, you know what? I get it. Okay? I get it. You probably in the same boat as a lot of other people. But you cannot go out here and just be so overtly just negligent about following the guidelines that you have in place. It doesn't make sense. Obama having this party and literally the middle or kind of even a resurgence of the pandemic, right? According to the mainstream media, that's not a good thing, right? That's super hypocritical, right? Honestly, it just tells you that in Obama's mind, he doesn't care. They don't care. They're literally like, we don't care. We are elite, right? Rules for thee, not for me. We don't really care. We don't really care. And the mainstream liberal media also doesn't care because CNN is out here running BS headlines like this. Obama to host COVID compliant 60th birthday party amid rising virus concerns, sources say. That's a hell of a headline, right? That's a hell of a headline. Obama's hosting a COVID compliant party with, again, over 700 people. 700 people. Again, do you think that they will be saying this if Trump decided to host something at Mar-a-Lago that has 700 to 1,000 people, you think they'd be saying this? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be saying this. Okay? They wouldn't be saying this. And, you know, it's funny because last year, guys, I literally saw headlines, right, from CNN in which there would be events that Trump was hosting, right? And on TV, you can clearly see people are socially distancing and they're wearing masks, right? CNN runs the headline, Trump event with no social distancing and not wearing masks. And they're clearly doing that on camera. I mean, it's just like, it's just at the point where it's comical. It's comical. It's a parody. It's like one of those, like, you can't even take it serious, right? Like, it's almost like CNN is the Onion now, right? When it comes to how they try to frame this stuff that's so overtly biased in one direction. It really is. There's no way you can convince me that if Trump did the same thing, they wouldn't be all over this. I mean, they've been all over Ron DeSantis. They've been all over all the GOP, everybody in the GOP for not following their rules. And they can't even follow their own damn rules. And the honest to God truth is that they don't really care. They don't really care because they know that the media is going to do mental gymnastics in order to defend their own hypocrisy no matter what. Right? That's why Nancy Pelosi can just take off her mask on the House floor and, you know, inside spaces where she's designated it's supposed to be mandatory mask. She can just take it off. She doesn't care. Right? She didn't care when she went to the salon. Okay, when it was closed down. She didn't care. None of them cared. But beginning all last year, they chastised Trump because Trump wasn't, quote unquote, setting a good example. And guys, you know, that's the frustrating part about this. The politicization of this whole pandemic thing. It really annoys me. It really does. Because this stuff should not be this political. It should not be this political. If you're not going to follow the rules, then you should not be chastising people and bringing other people down who also aren't necessarily following the rules. Right? If you're not going to follow the rules yourself, right? It's a do as I say, not as I do mentality. No, you can't have that. You guys are politicians. You're supposed to set the example. You said that yourself. So if you're not going to set the example, then you need to just stop talking. Just shut up. If you're not going to set the example, because again, you going out there and doing this, it makes the things that they say a lot less serious. A lot less people take it serious because your actions are not matching your words. And y'all want to talk about a public health policy failure? The Democrats' failure to follow their own rules is a public health failure on their part. It really is. It really is, because it makes a lot of people think like, okay, if they're not following the rules, then why should I? What makes them better than me? Why can they do X, Y, and Z and I can't? I mean, it is what it is. So that's my whole thing about it. You know, I'm not mad at them for wanting to live their lives. I'm not. But what you shouldn't do is shame people who also want to live their lives. Okay? You shouldn't be shaming those people and then turn around and breaking the rules yourself and then acting like you're holier than thou, like you're better than everybody else when you're really not. You're human just like everybody else. You have wants and desires and needs just like everybody else. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.